Hey, my name is Drew Diorsi, and in today's video, I want to share with you a meditation that single-handedly transformed my mind and my body. And because it's the new year, I thought it would be a great time to go ahead and share this meditation with you. And the reason I want to do that is because I can confidently say that this meditation works when you follow the instructions that I'm about to share with you. And I say that for two reasons. Number one, the foundation of this meditation is based off of the universal truth that we become what we focus on. And I'll talk more about that in a moment. The second reason I can confidently say this meditation works is because a part of the instructions is that you follow this meditation, you take 10 to 20 minutes out of your day for the next 40 days. You have to do this meditation for 40 consecutive days. And if you are able to do that, then it's clear to me, it's clear to everybody, that you have what it takes to change your life. If you can do something for 40 days and you are willing to put in the 10 to 20 minutes every single day to show up and improve yourself, then regardless of what you do, if you follow this, if you do something else, you have what it takes. Hopefully that makes sense. But let's go back to the first reason, the universal truth that we become what we focus on. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever bought a car, or somebody you know bought a car, and all of a sudden you started to see that car everywhere you went? Now, did this happen because more people started to buy the car, or were you finally becoming aware of the fact that this car was already driving around on the road before? You see, there's this thing called the reticular activation system. The job of your RAS is to scan your environment to find information and data that is easily digestible to you. It's just taking bits and pieces. It's not taking the whole thing. Otherwise, you would be overwhelmed by the overload of stimulus in your environment. And the reason this is important for you to understand is because, and I want you to listen very carefully to this, it's because your RAS is programmed by one thing. It's programmed by what you focus your attention on. So going back to the blue car, you bought a blue car and it's brand new, it's beautiful, and you're driving it all the time. You see it day in and day out, so you're focusing on it a lot, this brand new blue car. Okay, it's in your mind a lot. And that's why you see it everywhere you go now. It was already driving on the road before, but because you're focusing on it, your RAS is finding information that's easily digestible to you. You are now seeing this blue car more often, and now your mind does not pick up on the fact that there's that green Hummer everywhere you go, right? If you focus on thoughts of unworthiness, if you focus on why you can't do something, if you focus on thoughts of not being enough, not having what it takes, your RAS, regardless of how skilled and talented and beautiful and smart you are and wealthy you are, your RAS is going to scan your environment and it's going to grab bits and pieces that will justify what you are focusing on. Understanding this principle gives you massive power over your world, really, because now that you know you are what you focus on, okay, well, all I have to do is shift my focus, all right? And that's what the purpose of this meditation is to shift your focus. First and foremost, it is to create space between your thoughts and who you are. And then with that extra space, it gives you the power, the freedom to now shift your focus. Okay? And what I mean by space is that we live in an age of distraction. Okay? We have a thought that comes up in our mind and we feel like we have to immediately act because of this thought. I have the thought of, I need to go to the fridge and eat chocolate. Now I feel like I got to, right? I need to. I have the thought of, I need to pick my nails, and now I feel like I gotta pick my nails. I have the thought of, I need to check my phone, it just went off, and now I feel like I have to. And that's because we don't create the gap between a thought and what we do and how we show up and how we react and how we respond. We have the thought and we instantaneously respond. We must create separation. We must create that divide between thought and who I am and what I believe and what I do. And the way we do that is through this meditation. It's called becoming the witness of your mind. Because when you become the witness, you're no longer a victim of your circumstance. You become the creator of all of this. And that's what I want to do right now, is walk you through the instructions of this meditation. If you've been following along up until this point, then you are going to want to download this instruction sheet so you can have access to it whenever you need for the next 40 days to remind yourself of the proper instructions of this meditation. And the way you gain access to this meditation is go to the description down below this video, click the link, type in your email, and you will immediately receive free access to this instruction sheet. Okay, part 2 of this video, I'm going to take you over to my laptop and I'm going to talk through the screen and guide you through this self-guided meditation. And if you haven't downloaded that worksheet yet, do it right now because we're going to go through that worksheet together. Let's do it. Hey, welcome to part 2 of the video. How to trick your brain into helping you burn fat and achieve your goals. And the way we are doing that is by becoming a witness of our mind so that we have the space to now reprogram our reticular activation system and direct our focus on our desired outcome. Now, the way you gain access to this instruction sheet is by going to the description in the video going down below in the description and finding the link, clicking the link, and then adding in your email, and you will immediately gain free access to this worksheet. And if you want to print this worksheet off on your own end, you just simply go to File and Print. Okay, if you want to type in your own things on this worksheet, all you have to do is go to File, click Make a Copy, and then click OK after naming it whatever your heart desires. All right, so what I want to do right now is just simply take you through the instructions so you know exactly how to walk yourself through this self-guided meditation for the next 40 days. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the purpose is to help you become the witness of your thoughts so you can create a new experience of reality by shifting your focus on new and empowering thoughts. The instructions: step 1, sit comfortably in a quiet place and set a timer for 10 to 20 minutes. It must be quiet so that you're able to still your mind. And you must be sitting instead of lying down, because sometimes when you lie down, you'll end up falling asleep. Number 2, do not engage in your thoughts. Instead, become the witness of your thoughts. Create that gap. When a thought comes up, just witness it, rather than attaching yourself to it. Allow it to go on by. Now, whenever you find yourself deep in the rabbit hole of a thought, because this is going to happen for most people, it still happens to me to this day. I attach myself to my thoughts, and 2 minutes later, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, I kind of wake up and I'm like, oh crap, I've been focusing on a thought the entire time. Now, whenever you find yourself in this situation, simply let that thought go. No shame, no remorse, and just become the witness again. That's all you have to do. Once you notice yourself deep in the rabbit hole, become the witness again. Step 4, once you've created that gap for a few minutes and you feel really content with this beautiful space you've created, and this might take anywhere between 5 minutes to 10 minutes or even less. It's different for all of us. Once you've created that space and you've held that space for a little bit, this is when you embody the 2.0 version of yourself and you begin to direct your focus and your attention on what you want to achieve. So after you've created that space and you've sat in that void for a little while, just becoming the witness of your thoughts, after you've done that, then you begin to shift your awareness and your attention on the things that you want to focus on. So now you begin to think about what it would feel like to achieve your results, what it would feel like to show up as the most successful, the healthiest, the happiest version of yourself. And you just kind of see a vision of a joyful version of yourself, what I call the 2.0 version of yourself. Okay, that's the meditation. Step 5 is you must apply this practice into your daily life. Example, when you're done meditating and 5 hours down the road and you have the impulse to eat something unhealthy, simply pause and be the witness of that thought. Don't act on the thought. Just notice it. Get in the practice of not acting on thoughts when they come up. Just notice them. And if it's not something that is going to take you closer to your goals, then notice that thought and shift your awareness. Embody the 2.0 you. Ask yourself, what would the 2.0 version of yourself do right now? What would the 2.0 version of me do right now? Well, he would not go eat 5 bars of chocolate. He's not going to pick his nails when he's in a great conversation, etc. Step 6, do this for 40 days straight. If you miss a day, start over. I guarantee you when you do this for 40 days straight, your health, your body, your life will be taken to the next level, and it's going to be amazing. And I really look forward to hearing about your successes. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with somebody who you know can also benefit from this daily self-guided meditation. Thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll be talking to you very, very soon. Bye now.